The left losing it again, this time over the renaming of Palm Beach International Airport to simply DJT, as in Donald J. Trump International. Check out some of these comments, and there's a lot more. Once he's gone, hopefully the sign at West Palm Beach will be taken down. Terrible, unnecessary, expensive, blatant corruption normalized as fake nationalist nepotism. What? Others now vowing to only fly into Fort Lauderdale International Airport. It's about 50 miles from DJT, so that they can avoid even seeing Donald Trump's name. For more, we're joined by Meg Weinberger. She's the Florida state rep who sponsored and led the effort to rename PBI to DJT, and Dr. Carol Lieberman, a Beverly Hills psychiatrist and best-selling author who's an expert, by the way, on Trump derangement syndrome. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you. Hello, how you doing?
Fantastic. Doctor, I got to start with you. What's your diagnosis for someone who refuses to use a major airport and drive an hour or more? Because I live in the area, and I've done this before if I got a lower fare. But drive an hour just so you don't have to see the Trump name.
I would say they have moderate Trump derangement syndrome. As you know, I've made a diagnostic classification, and there's mild, moderate, and severe. And they are moderate, but it's wonderful because they are having a meltdown. They may never fly again. Certainly, as you're saying, they're not going to fly from there. But you know, that's all the better for the people at Trump International because they're going to have less crowds.
Yeah, I like that idea. You're right. Meg, you pushed for this, as I mentioned. The experts over at MS Now, though, and I put experts in quotes, they're calling it a grift, that you were involved in a grift. Watch.
When his administration says the things that he is doing are not unprecedented, other presidents have done them, blah, blah, that's just, it's hokum. Because he's grifting at every moment he can.
We've got JFK in New York, George H.W. Bush in Houston. I could go on. What in the world are these critics talking about?
I feel like they have nothing else to talk about. They're obviously completely obsessed with Donald Trump and President Trump, and that's all they talk about. It amazes me, even in the House. I notice people will go on, but they have no other subject to talk about. You know, in my opinion, President Trump is America's greatest president, and he more than deserves to be honored in his hometown. This is Florida's first president, miles from his house. I'm very excited and honored to be a part of it. You know, what he's even brought to our county and our state, our economy, is enormous. And we're forgetting to talk about the fact that the family has waived the trademark. They will never make any money on President Donald J. Trump International. So all of that, they've waived that trademark. So,
Great point.
You know, why aren't they talking about that in those other stations?
So it's not a grift. You just exposed that MS Now is lying. I love that. Doctor, we've got another serious case to discuss. A popular social media influencer describes herself as a, quote, queer Jewish solar punk, is arguing that pro-Israel Democrats are far worse than anything that Plattner's been accused of. Watch.
Before I wade into the Graham Plattner discourse, I need you to know that I'm a victim of, which I will refer to as R for the rest of this video for censorship purposes. I was 22, I fell asleep after a party. An acquaintance came into the room where I was sleeping and started to do his thing with me, and that's how I woke up. It was traumatizing. I had to go to therapy about it. And I understand that it was a lesser trauma than genocide.
Can you even believe they're saying this?
You know, this whole genocide thing. I mean, it's you know, they've just glummed onto this word, and it's not true, of course. But people think if they say it, that makes it true. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's just really pretty outrageous. But just to get back to Trump for a minute, the thing that I really like about the airport is that you know, he's had a lot of things that have not gone his way recently. And, you know, they took down his name from the Kennedy Center. That was right on his birthday, and lots of other things like that. So what this proved, you know, coming out of well, not everybody knew that you had done this, you know, in general in America. And that out of the blue and shows that he always has a Trump card.
The Trump card. Meg, you get the final word.
Grateful to be a part of it. Honestly, it doesn't happen just with one person. It took a village, and coming soon will be DJT, the code for worldwide. So
yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to fly in. They're saying the luggage tags, you won't have that on your luggage until like August. I guess they've already printed PBI or something, but we can't wait. I can't wait to fly back in with that. It's going to be amazing. Great job, doctor. We appreciate you.